Welcome back to CAISTROLOGY, and if you're new here, welcome. My name is Cailin, and today I'm going to be doing your April 2021 horoscope. Make sure you watch for your ascendant, sun and moon sign, and if you only have time to watch one today, I recommend that you watch your ascendant sign horoscope. On CAISTROLOGY, I also do tarot pick-a-card readings, tarot monthly predictions, and just a bit of housekeeping for today. There won't be any monthly tarot predictions for April 2021, but I will let you guys know when that will be returning. Without further ado, enjoy your April 2021 horoscope. Hi Virgo, Sun, Moon and Risings. Welcome to your April 2021 horoscope. The month starts off with your ruling planet Mercury entering the sign of Aries on the 4th of April. With Mercury transiting your 8th house, you may be having more frequent discussions with your partner around topics such as your intimacy, your mutual resources, and any kind of psychological issues which you may be processing. On a different note, you may be inclined to engage the services of an astrologer, a tarot reader, or anyone in the spiritual industry. On the 10th of March, Mars in Gemini in your 10th house will be squaring Neptune in Pisces in your 7th house. Your 10th house is essentially your career house, while the 7th house rules your partnerships. So if you are currently in a relationship, on this particular day, you may experience some confusing conversations with your partner about your career, or your partner could be putting pressure on you with something to do with your career and your professional life, whether that's wanting you to work more or work less. There could definitely be a lack of empathy on this particular date, which can lead to a disagreement. This is a general reading though, Virgo, so just bear in mind that all transits can play out in a multitude of different ways. So with Mars squaring Neptune on the 10th of April, you may experience tension between you and a sibling, and that's because Gemini rules siblings and Mars is the ruler of your 3rd house, which also indicates siblings. And lastly, some of you may just experience some kind of disagreement with a close one-on-one friend, and this could be related to how you're presenting yourself to the public or your career. On the 12th of April, there will be a new moon in Aries at 22 degrees, and this is in your 8th house. This new moon is actually making a sextile to Mars in Gemini in your 10th house. So new moons always indicate a new beginning or a new chapter starting in some way. With this one occurring in your 8th house, this new beginning can take root in the following areas of your life. It might be in relation to emotional security between you and your partner. It could be regarding your intimate love life. It could be that your partner actually shows you support for your career in a tangible way. And obviously this is coming off the back of the Mars square Neptune transit. So, you might have had a productive conversation, which has now led to your partner showing you the support that you feel you deserve. On a different level, if you are currently in some kind of secret relationship that no one knows about, your partner might agree to actually take this relationship public. Because don't forget, this is a conversation between your 8th house, which is that anything which is kept hidden or secret, and your 10th house, which is your public life and your reputation, essentially. This new moon in Aries may see you receive some kind of inheritance, which you can then invest into your career and into your public image, or maybe you'll be pooling your resources together with your partner, whether that's a romantic partner or a business partner. Now, obviously, not all of you are going to be in relationships, so another way that this can play out is that you may experience some kind of psychological breakthrough where it comes down to a lack of confidence which has held you back in the past with your career, and this breakthrough which you may experience as a result of seeing a psychologist or seeing, once again, like a tarot reader or an astrologer or anyone in the occult industry, that is what has led to this breakthrough, and you have like a revitalized sense of self-worth, and then this in turn has a positive effect on your career and your public persona because you have a lot more confidence. On the 12th of April, Venus in Aries in your 8th house will be squaring Pluto in Capricorn in your 5th house. So obviously this is the same date as the new moon. So this transit's actually occurring only an hour or 50 minutes from the new moon. So all of this is definitely playing into what kind of new beginning takes off with the new moon. Nonetheless, Venus in your 8th house squaring Pluto in your 5th house may have seen you previously doubting your natural gifts and feeling like you don't have the natural talent and skills to take some skill or talent that you have and turn it into your career or to monetize it. So this moment of tension between Venus and Pluto is essentially what can lead to this new beginning taking off with your career and your public life. Now, on the 15th of April, Venus will enter the sign of Taurus, and this will be in your 9th house. With Venus here, you might just be enjoying traveling or learning more about philosophy, spirituality, religion, and essentially just broadening your worldview. And this could also lead you to having a more optimistic outlook for your vision for your future. Now, on the 19th of April, Mercury will join Venus in Taurus, so you can certainly be focused on things related to matters relating to travel, education, teaching, learning, and you might just be communicating a lot more with any kind of teacher or religious or spiritual figure that's in your life, or even like a father figure. Now, on the 20th of April, the Sun will enter Taurus, which will kick off Taurus season. So with the Sun in your 9th house, this is actually a great time for you to publish some kind of work. And, you know, the 9th house rules publications. So you are very visible at this time because your ruling planet Mercury is in the 9th house, and then the Sun shows or it actually shines a light on that area and that house for you. And with Venus here as well, you know, it's like the trifecta of what you are creating and producing and having it be visible to the public. So if there's something that you've been working on, like I said, it's a great time to release it after the 20th of April. Now, on the 23rd of April, Mars will enter the sign of Cancer, and this will be in your 11th house. Mars takes about 2 years to do a full cycle through all 12 signs, which means that it's been over 2 years since Mars was last in your 11th house. So with Mars being in the 11th, you can be very focused on your long-term goals and your ambitions, any kind of social economic goal, and there may be a big project that you've been working on. So it could be like orchestrating a big event or an appearance at a public event, whether that's for you or on behalf of someone else. And there could actually be a lot of expenses that you are having to put into this project or this long-term dream that you've been working on. But with Mars in the 11th house, even though it means you're going to be exerting all of your energy and effort into this area, it's actually like a self-generating thing where you are so ambitious and you're like attacking these goals, right? Any kind of issue that you experience or any obstacle, you're just able to put an action plan into place and get things done. So this is a very, very productive time for you, Virgo. And also the 11th house rules rewards and gains. This is about you investing time and effort into your goals and your ambitions, and you will definitely see a return on your investment. Now, this could be something in relation to systems, so complex systems like IT or marketplaces, the stock market, the internet or social media. You could even be involved in some kind of political demonstration or even a political campaign. In any case, you will be thinking about humanitarian causes during this 7-week period. So Mars will be in Cancer from the 23rd of April until the 11th of June. Now, another way that this can play out is that you may be fighting with older siblings or with people in your friendship network over your political beliefs and ideologies. Now, also on the 23rd of April, Venus will be conjunct Uranus in Taurus, and this is in your 9th house. So Uranus rules sudden events and swift upheaval. Now, this could be you randomly splurging money on a plane ticket because Venus rules your 2nd house, which is finances. Venus represents what you spend money on. So in any case, it'll be you unexpectedly spending money on travel, education, or even something to do with spirituality and religion. On a different level, some of you may actually meet a romantic prospective partner because Venus represents relationships and love, and with Uranus it brings this, like I said, unexpected and almost like this sudden, sliding doors moment where it could be like a chance encounter, or you weren't meant to go somewhere, but your plans get mucked up for some reason, and then you've met someone. Now, it could be a romance which starts abroad, or even if you are living in your home country, this could actually represent a romance with someone of a very different cultural background to you. Now, on the next day, your ruling planet Mercury will be conjunct Uranus in Taurus. Once again, this is in your ninth house. So this can see there be a sudden opportunity which is connected to education, travel, spirituality, or religion. So you might be offered a job, or you could be offered a chance to travel overseas, or some new kind of scholarship or education course. But the nature of this transit Virgo is that you really need to strike while the iron is hot. This is literally a 1-day transit because Mercury is so fast. So on the 23rd, with Venus being conjunct Uranus, and the 24th with Mercury being conjunct Uranus, this is essentially a 48-hour window where literally anything could happen. So just stay flexible and adaptable as you guys always do. Now, on the 27th of April, there will be a full moon in Scorpio at 7 degrees, and this is occurring in your 3rd house. Now, we've got the sun in Taurus being opposite the moon in Scorpio, and the sun will actually be conjunct Uranus in your 9th house. So full moons indicate the end of a cycle or a chapter in our lives, and with this one being in your 3rd house, there may be some kind of abrupt end to a relationship with a colleague or a schoolmate or a teammate, or even a client of yours, or some kind of business relationship can come to an end. And on a different level, if you've been working on a project with a team, this can reach an abrupt end as well. And it could just be that, the project is cancelled, or that you get things finished a lot sooner than you thought you would. And this project could actually be connected to travel, teaching, import and export, publishing, education, or IT or science, and also maths. Now, on another note, your course that you've been working on, if there's some kind of training program, or like a course where you are learning a new trade or set of skills, this could reach an abrupt conclusion. And this is just to do with the timing of things. Maybe you thought you had another 3 months, and they're like, nope, you've passed. Or maybe you unexpectedly decide to call it quits with this particular course because you've realized that it's not going to benefit you in any way. On a different level, some of you may resolve an issue with a sibling. It could be a younger sibling specifically, but it doesn't have to be. And this could be quite unexpected. Maybe it was a really big argument and you thought it was going to go on for ages, or maybe you haven't spoken to them for a really long time and then all of a sudden they reach out to you out of the blue, or vice versa, and you just put the issue to bed. Lastly, with this full moon in Scorpio, some of you may have a win in your business, especially if it's related to marketing, sales, and communications. And this could be something to celebrate, which you didn't think that you would achieve this milestone so soon. Now, on the 28th of April, Pluto will station retrograde in Capricorn, and this will be in your 5th house. Pluto goes retrograde every year for about 5 months, so it's not something that you're unaccustomed to. But having said that, I have noticed that on the day of retrograde for Pluto, it can just throw you off psychologically. You might feel like you've just woken up and you're in a terrible mood, so that's a great reason why that might be the case. Anyway, Virgo, that's all I have for you for April 2021. If you enjoyed this horoscope, please give it a thumbs up. If you'd like to see more content from me at CAISTROLOGY, please subscribe to my channel. And don't forget, I offer private one-on-one readings for astrology and tarot readings, so you can check those out at CAISTROLOGY.com, and I will leave a link in the description box below. So enjoy April, and I will see you guys next month.